Psy guys, Cyanide B here, and welcome to another video. I forgot to put my light on again. BRB. Hey, there she is. Today I'm going to be talking about a couple of things for members to keep in mind when using a campsite. Now this applies to you if you're a non-paying member, if you're a paying member, if you have a main model, if you visit lots of models. These are just sort of some blanket rules that I would say pretty much go for every single model on any campsite. Male, female, whatever. Basically these are the things that you should do just to respect us, just so everyone has a nice time. Because the point of being on a campsite is to enjoy yourself, and the reason that people go on campsites instead of just watching porn or something like that is that it's about interaction. So that's the first thing I'm going to be talking about. So the site that I work on, MFC, models can choose who they allow to talk in their room. In my room, for example, I only allow paying members to chat. But to be a paying member, that only means that you have purchased the site currency once. So even if someone just spent $20 3 years ago, they can chat in my chat room. And you know, whatever. I'm always down for that. You know, whether you've bought $20 worth of currency or $20,000 worth of currency, you're all the same on MFC. You're the same sort of type of member that models can choose to allow to speak in their room. The next level below that is your basic members. So those are members that have made an account, so they have a username, but they have not yet purchased any of the currency. Now in my chat room, I mute basics from talking at all, because I'm sitting there busting my ass entertaining people. You look at some of these guys and they've been a member since 2012. Like, mate, if you can't spend $20 once in 5 years, then you don't deserve to have that interaction. Like, yo, you can watch, you can enjoy the show. It would be basically wasting my time to chat with someone that doesn't respect me or cam models enough just to support one model one time. Interaction. Interaction is really, really important for a chat room. I have a lot of nights if none of my regular people are there and no one's talking to me. It doesn't cost a cent to talk. And for the models that allow basic members to talk in their room, this applies to you guys too. Say something, you know? And when you say something to the model, especially the first thing that you say to them is really important. A perfect example is, "Hi, how's it going?" Simple, elegant. "Hi, what's up?" "Hi, I love your dreads." Not, "Hey BB, flash ass." If you wouldn't say it to a stripper, don't say it to a cam girl. If you walk into a strip club and you start talking to one of the dancers, are you gonna say, "Show pussy BB"? Or are you gonna say, "Oh hi, love the dance. How are you going today? Could I possibly get a dance?" You know, you're not just gonna say something seedy straight up. Basically, strip club etiquette. If you've never been to a strip club, seriously just go with a real life fucking etiquette. If you meet a girl for the first time, you see a girl at the coffee shop, are you gonna go up and say, "Nice fucking tits, babe"? Or are you gonna say, "Oh hi, you're really beautiful. Just thought I'd let you know how you're doing today." The interaction is really important for us. I mean, tipping is one thing, and tipping is very important, at least every once in a while. But conversation is what keeps a chat room moving, keeps a chat room fun, keeps things happening. I'm a member as well, and I've been a member on MFC before I started modeling, just to interact with the models and whatnot. I would not go into rooms where the model was sitting there looking bored. I'd generally pick a room where a model is talking and having fun and dancing and having a laugh basically with her chat room, and that's what I like to do. But it's really hard to do that when no one's even said hi to you. I've had moments in my chat room where I've had 100 people watching me. 100, and not a single person is talking. It's just me sitting there trying to be entertaining, trying to make a conversation with myself, talking about my day, talking about how the weather is in Australia, talking about my fucking snake. You gotta think on your feet as a model, obviously, but it's really disheartening when someone won't even say hi to you. It's certainly disheartening. You've been on there for 3 hours and you've made $4. Like, that's disheartening as fuck. It's even worse if no one's even said hi to you. Like, I could go an hour without making a cent if I've got some nice conversation happening. You know, I'm just having a laugh with some bros. It just keeps the chat room a lot more interesting, and even if you can't support the model financially that day or that week or that month, whatever, contribute to the chat room by talking. I've spoken to some members where they say, like, I'll PM them and they'll say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I can't buy any tokens today, so I'm just just not going to come in your room tonight because I don't want to freeload. Like, sweetheart, no, everyone is always welcome in my chat room. I don't care if you can tip or not that day. Come and talk to me. Keep my chat room pumping. And if no one's talking to me for a while, I'm going to sign offline because it's too disheartening for me to stay on and I start getting sad about it. If there's someone talking to me, even if they're not tipping me, and I stay on for an extra half hour, in that extra half hour, someone that does have tokens and wants to tip me could come along and tip me. Talking in a chat room appropriately is pretty much the #1 thing that any single person using a cam site can do for absolutely free. I guess that also covers etiquette, just the way that you speak to a model. If you do want to say something dirty, do it in a tip note privately. If you're sitting in a chat room, right, there's 50 other dudes there. So if you say, hey baby, my cock is so hard for you, you've just said that to 50 men as well. And when you say that to me, that's between you and me, you know? You ain't saying it to them, you're saying it to me. Public chat is things that you're saying to every single person watching. Every single person's gonna see that. If it's something between you and me, that goes into a private tip note or into a private message. It's between you and me, let's keep it that way. Another thing that really grinds my gears with members on cam sites is when they sit in your room and they're showing how many tokens they have. So they're sitting there, and me personally, because my chat's super popular model or anything, if someone who comes into my room might just click on their name and, you know, maybe look at their profile and see what they're about if I'm bored. So, and I can see how many tokens you have if you don't have them hidden, which is an option on the site. So if you're going to be sitting in a cam girl's chat room for hours without tipping and you have thousands of tokens, just hide them. Please hide them.
Please hide them.
Like, just to respect the feelings of that model, because it is really hurtful and disheartening to see someone in my room for an hour with hundreds of dollars of credits and doesn't give me 1 cent for the entertainment I provided for the last hour. Totally get it if you're passing through. If a dude comes into my room and I see that they've got tokens and then 5 minutes later they move on, cool. I'm not your cup of tea, and that's fine. Go find someone who is. But if your ass sitting there for an hour, you're obviously enjoying the show. Still here for a reason. Give me one of them tokens. It's just really bad etiquette on a cam site. And if you do plan on being a dick, or you're not sure you want to tip someone, or hey, I get it, maybe it's your first time in my chat room and you're not sure if you want to spend money on me yet, dude, cool. Hide them tokens. It's in your account options. Just hide them tokens and no one's feelings get hurt. Oh, PMs. There are 2 different kinds of models in this sense, on at least the side that I work on, where either they allow everyone to PM them or they charge a small amount for a friends list ad and then you can PM them. For me, I charge for a friend list ad, and then basically you've got that privilege. I do remove people occasionally. If they've been really rude to me, of course, for one, they're getting off my friends list. I don't want people sending me rude shit. And 2, if they haven't supported my chat room in a really long time. If someone tipped me the small amount for my friends list 6 months ago, and since then they've been online heaps and not even come and chatted in my room once, let alone given me a token, then I'm gonna remove them. PM abuse is a really big thing, because a model's attention needs to be in her public chat. Unless you're discussing going to a private show or discussing again something that's between you and the model, then please say it in public chat. So if you have access to PM the model that you're watching, please don't abuse it. It's called a chat room for a reason. Like, come and chat with me here. And oftentimes I'll PM someone and they'll say, oh hey, I'm just hanging out in another model's room tonight. I hope you do well. I'll say, no worries, hon. Have a great time. Enjoy your night, and maybe I'll see you next time. You do you. You watch who you want to watch. Watch who the fuck you want. You don't belong to me. I don't own you. If you don't have audio, don't go on MFC, because that's literally like the most fucking frustrating, annoying thing ever. When someone comes into your chat room and they're like, I don't have audio, can you please type to me? It's pretty hard to do when you're trying to fucking be entertaining and put on a show. Like if I'm sitting here like I am now, I'm talking to you and you know, we're having a blast, and then every few seconds I'm like, second. They are meant to the post this. There was a long line. Lol. Like, no. That shit ain't gonna fly with me. I don't care if you don't have audio, if you just want to watch, but I'm not gonna update you everything I'm saying. Personally, I hate watching models if they're constantly typing. I find it really boring. I don't want to watch someone who's just sitting there like...
Sorry guys, I'm just like typing some PMs right now. Oh my god, you're so funny! Me, PM person.
That's literally, you're ignoring your chat room. I think that's about it for today. Some of these things you just don't know until you actually are on the other end of it. If you don't plan on talking or tipping in a chat room, you're probably better off being on guest instead of logging into your account, because that's just kind of painful to watch someone sit there for hours and not talk to you and not tip you. I hope that you guys enjoyed my video today, and I will see you in the next one. Now, don't forget to leave me a comment because, as you know, I thrive on the validation of strangers.